You know, men that it just makes me so nervous when men haven't been married and they're like approaching 50, because I'm like, do you have commitment issues? That was all I meant by that.
I've never been married.
Well, and look at you.
Oh, damn.
No, but do you want to be married?
I have commitment issues.
Oh, Lord.
There's been a lot of talk about your fertility journey.
Yeah.
Olivia from St. Louis said, I'm confused. Boz and Keely haven't even said I love you yet, but she's willing to literally risk her life to get pregnant again. What is the latest update? Are you retrieving eggs?
Yes, I'm in the process of that right now.
That's great.
Here's the other thing about this, which is it has been a little frustrating to me to hear other people's opinions about my hopes and dreams and desires.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm just like, how dare you poo-poo my dream? You know, because the transparent thing about it all is that I have been terrified to say I want another kid for 16 years because of what I went through. So considering this has been a big deal for me and something I feel very vulnerable about, you know, and that's between me and God and Keely, and we got to figure that out.
Turning to what many found to be kind of an unlikely friendship, you could say bosom buddies. What drew you two together?
I think just time and space and opportunity. I do have to say, though, that I really appreciated when I met with Garcelle before we started filming, and I asked her, I was trying to get the tea, you know, on everybody, and she said she wouldn't share because she said that she wanted my relationships to be my relationships, which I respected, because I was like, girl, tell me all the things. I want everybody, you know what I mean? And she wouldn't share it, and so I respected that. So when I came to Sutton's party, I think I was inspired by Garcelle's directive to be open to everyone. Yeah. And I think just basically what happened is that Dorit was open as well.
Kyle said Dorit is so all over Boz's ass, it's actually gross. Garcelle said Dorit was an embryo up Boz's coochie. Dorit, how did you feel when you heard those comments?
It was a little pathetic.
Boz said on the after show that Sutton and Garcelle were jealous.
Perhaps some jealousy, you know, that I would find any interest in Dorit, given that perhaps I'm not finding as much interest in them.
Absolutely not. The only time I really had a problem with it was when we were in Oceanside and you guys were talking and we were left out of it for like an hour.
Everybody has different timing on how they deal with the things. Could it be that he's coming to some realizations?
Definitely could be.
Are we not included in this conversation?
I don't know what's going on in there.
Can I tell you, if you run the tape for the past 5 years, everybody had an issue with us being friends. So it's not like crazy.
You're fake, you're fake.
Diana, that's kind of shitty.
You're her bodyguard?
I'm glad you have Cherie because I think Sutton is a liability for you.
Really?
If people had an issue with you two being friends, then wouldn't you say, well, you know what, I'm not going to engage in that.
I didn't go on and on about it, about like, oh my God, how are they friends? Oh my God, how are they getting along? What do they have in common?
But there were many times you did that.
Constantly.
I didn't do all that. That was done to us. Besides,
Look, you're stuck together.
Exactly, you're
See?
stuck together.
I'm trying to keep my hands to myself.
Right there.
That's all
Example.
I'm just trying to keep my
There you
hands to
go.
myself.
Stuck together.
But
Yes.
anyways, no, but to be completely honest, if I said stuff, I'm glad you have a friend in Boz. I don't have a problem with
You're
that.
happy for Dorit that she has a friend?
Yes.
This is the thing that rubbed me the wrong way about the entire conversation, which was that there was absolutely a belief that I was being manipulated.
I know
That
you didn't like
annoyed
that.
me
I mean,
to no end.
You could tell that.
But I
did
find
not
that to
think
be
I don't-
absolutely ridiculous.
What did you say?
Because how?
I did not think she was being manipulated.
I'm like, how would I be manipulated?
No.
And also, I was like, that's insulting to me.
Yeah, it's
I was like,
insulting
if you think for 1 second that there was something she could say to me, which would influence my opinion of you, then that means you don't think very much of yourself. That's what I interpreted.